Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are helping us back on this crazy great journey back to unconditional love, love of each other, love as a soul group that are most definitely pulling us together in the heart vibe, raise the love vibration so that we can come back into our divine unions. And I just have been guided to do divine love healing. I'm doing a special offer at the moment until February after Valentine's Day. It's only £20 to do divine love healing. I connect with your energies. I give you the messages that your souls want you to know to put you on your highest path. I also give you a mantra to align your energies and a 3-card angel read, and it's only £20. The reason why I'm doing it is I'm being guided to help as many people as I can, especially on the run up to Valentine's Day. And it's the month of love, right? It is the month of love. So we need to supercharge this love vibration. And the other thing that I do is a crystal grid. The crystals are, I use rose quartz crystals, and I infuse the crystals with the Holy Fire Reiki energy and the goddess energy and the gold stardust energy. I work with a lot of different energies, and basically I send you a piece of rose quartz, and I was guided to set that up on the Lion's Gate. The reason being is when I initially set it up, I was guided to do it by my higher self and my twin's higher self to get us into reunion. I had no idea that I was going to start this channel, no idea that I was going to put it out to you lot. And then one day suddenly it was like, right, you've got to do a channel, you've got to put it out to people. And actually the person that pushed me to do it, you probably all know, I had a reading from Hazel from Star Soul Tarot, which is, I think, now Illumined Souls. And because she lives quite close to me, I actually met up with her and I did a healing for her. And she was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And so she was the one who said, you should set up a channel and get your website out, and I will give you a shout out. And I've had some people this week, this is why I'm saying it, because this week a girl came to me who had a reading from Hazel last week. And she came to me for a healing, and she just said, oh my God, it makes so much sense now of the reading that Hazel did for me. So that's what's so amazing about the healing. Will give you insights of what your soul wants you to know. So if you do have a reading from someone, it also makes the two can work in tandem together. You know, the one thing, like I said the other day, the only thing about a reading is I would be cautious. If you're not asking about time frames, it's absolutely fine. But in my experience, what I would change is I wouldn't get hung up on time. Hazel's brilliant because she just reads the energies. She doesn't, because she knows there's no time, right? There is no time. So I always have if I want a reading, I will go to Hazel. She's a great reader. So we go full circle, right? Because the reason why that Hazel's basically the reason that I set up the channel and set up the website so quickly, because she was like, right, you have to do it now. So I did, and this is what's happening. It's just an amazing thing. So basically, this is a car that I saw yesterday. I had to go and pick up some more crystals yesterday. So when I was on my way to the crystals, I actually walked through the Maritime Museum, which is where in Greenwich, there is a Maritime Museum, which is where I've done a video before, because all of the twin flame references in this particular museum are insane, like literally insane. Twin like domes, in architecture, it was littered with twin flame references. So I'm walking through and I see this car and I'm like, oh my God, that is brilliant. Because how many signs are in this one car alone? The fact that it's a red car, I see very often in people's healings, it's a red sports car they're in. The other thing, it is the Audi. The Audi, lots of us have divine partners that have a Audi, which is the sign of the 4 rings. The ring being eternal love, never ending, never beginning. The other thing is that it's very specifically, the reg plate is Bob. Now, a long time ago, there was a film about a homeless guy who had a cat called Bob. And the whole premise of that film is that he turns his life around, and it is the love that he gives to the cat that makes him turn his life around. He actually ends up writing a book, and the book sells and it becomes a film, right? And it's a true story. So when I looked at that, I couldn't believe it, because I was like, oh my God, and we go full circle again, because that was months ago. That was before Christmas. I was guided to go and watch that film. And then I see this. So now it's got the sign of the cat on the car. It's got the colour, it's got the red, which has all been about passion and everything that I've been seeing recently. And it's the Audi, right? There are 2 Audi adverts which are out, which it's all about coming home, right? It's homeward bound. I was doing healings yesterday, and so again, this just shows how tightly our soul group are working together. The lady that's called Neo who's been making a couple of comments, and also the H connection, she had said, oh wow, our soul group must be pretty big if we're getting all of these multi-syncs happening and everyone's seeing the same thing at the same time, etc. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's like, it's big. We're all being drawn together to help each other, bring each other home. Not only that, I mean, we've got a purpose here, right? To raise love and light on the planet. So no surprise that we're being pulled together. So yesterday in healings, just after she said that, in every single one of the healings, at the end, I see the twin flame couples go through a maze. And at the end of the maze, there is a rose quartz palace. And on the top of the rose quartz palace is like homeward bound, home. I mean, it varied slightly per person, but it was all about coming home. And they were all going into the rose quartz palace. Every single one of the healings yesterday ended like that. And I was like, oh my God, that's insane. I mean, so there is a real sense of coming home. Then this is what's so brilliant about this. A lady sent me, these are all of the things. She was like, I just sat down and I thought, I'm going to go into Facebook and I'm just going to see, you know, what's on Facebook. Right, look at these. These are brilliant. I said yesterday, if you follow my videos, I've been guided to put on a pink elephant onto a pink rose quartz elephant for unconditional love, and also Marilyn Monroe rode a pink elephant. So on here, there is an elephant with a pair of specs. So when I see that, I know that that's my twin, for one. There is then a rattlesnake coming out of a toilet. I've said before that toilets have a connection for me. The other thing about pink elephant and rattlesnake, a lady came to me quite distressed a couple of days ago and said, my twin's changed his name on social media or something like that, and blah, 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 and now I don't know it's him, and da-da-da. And I was like, listen, ask for the signs and you will see what comes. You know, don't panic. You know, go within. Never panic about what's happening in 3D. That's what I keep saying. Don't pay any attention to what's happening in 3D. If you need some help getting to know what your soul wants you to know, I'm very happy to do it. That's why I'm being told to do this £20 offer, because things in 3D are not looking good at the moment for lots of people, because the divine masculines are going through a really hard time, which is why you need to be able to ride the waves and be able to just send love. Right? I was like, look for the signs, ask for the signs, I'm sure you'll get them, right? This was like 2 days ago. She then messaged me yesterday to say, in my healing, you saw a rattlesnake and you saw the pink elephant. And I was like, well, there you go then. I mean, this is what I mean. This is why, I mean, I am blown away, because I can't remember, you know, every single healing I do, because it's channeled right from your soul. So as soon as I've done it, it's gone. So I have to read through them. So when she came back to me, and I was like, no way, that's insane. Because you know what that tells me? That tells me is that this is already done. You know, what I keep saying is it's already done. You're already in your unions. You just need to ride the waves. Right, this is a bicycle. You can't really see it very much, but the bike looks exactly like my twin's bike on this. We then she then gets a dolphin. And at this point, I think she's like, what are you joking? She then scrolls down to the next one, and she's got Marilyn Monroe. She then scrolls on to the next one. I mean, it's brilliant. This is like what in my entire day is like constantly. And it's a rose. She then scrolls down to another one, and she's got the 2 guitars. She then goes to another one, and she has the infinity and the love sign. The great thing about this is that I love the fact it's got 2 lamps by it, because I also do a lamp business, and my twin makes the shades. The other thing is that she then thinks, can I have one from my twin? And then she gets this, right? So she does, basically. On here is a link to hers. Now, when I look at it, the first thing that I picked up was this polo. Because in yesterday's healing for somebody, I saw a polo right at the beginning. And then I saw after the polo was a roundabout. And on the roundabout, there were 2 signs going off. One for fear, one for love. And they kept going veering round and round the roundabout, and then eventually they go off on fear, and we had to heal that fear, right? And it's a lot of the things at the moment, it's all about being confident, right? So in the Divine Masculine, they have to feel confident in themselves and their setup, what they're doing, financially, and how that's reflecting in the female is that there's doubt, because they don't feel that, because he doesn't feel secure in himself, it's reflecting in doubt in the relationship in her. And so every single one is about that. That's what it's turned to now. It's about insecurity, confidence, and related to, which then causes doubt on the other side. So this is what you have to know, because this is why this is so brilliant, which is why I want to help people, because I know everyone's the same. Everyone is virtually the same. Right, now look at this, the yin and yang. Go ahead and leave. But you'll come back, you'll always come back. And that's what I want to leave you with, because you have to know that your twin will always come back, right? Your twin will come back to you at the right time for you, when your energies are balanced, right? When you can be the perfect jigsaw pieces for each other. Your bodies already fit together like a perfect jigsaw piece. But what happens, unless your energy is balanced, unless you have cleared that stuff around your heart that is giving doubt and and all this, you're stopping your magnet, right? You're stopping the magnetic pull of the heart. So you need to clear that, right? So if you want help, then please do, because honestly, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Every single one of you then, helping piece together more of the pieces of the jigsaw. There have been some wonderful songs come through. How Long Will I Love You by Ellie Goulding, Serendipity, Northern Star, and even better, apparently, if you've been following these videos, we had a Torchwood, Touch Boy theme. And apparently, I've just seen there's somebody called Torchwood who has done a whole video about Stable Boy, which is one of the Once Upon a Time episodes with the golden egg. So there is a Torchwood boy doing an episode around the golden egg. I mean, you can't make it up. You cannot make it up, which is why these messages are so amazing and so powerful, right? Because it's all about this that's bringing us back together. Because it's so true, we are being pulled together to create this new love vibe. Just as I was coming down, I put the radio on, there's a new rapper with a song out, and it's my twin's name, right? This is just a standard everyday name. They had a whole talk about, what? That can't really be his rapper name. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that is his actual rapper name, is my twin's first name. So, you know what? It's everywhere. It is literally everywhere. So you have to stay in the love vibe. Stay in and watch these messages. Know that the fastest way to your union is via your heart. All right, and please do come to me for healing and to join the Crystal Grid. The more of you in it, the more powerful all these signs, messages, and everything is. And you're literally anchoring in, as above, so below, into your physical reality. And the draw of the heart and the draw of the pull of the heart is far stronger. The other thing is amber. I researched amber. I was drawn to put that on to the Crystal Grid. Amber is a stone for disease, right? For crystal for disease, to remove disease, to help with diseases. So again, it's another healing one that I was drawn to do. So for all of these people that are sick, the more of us join in this Crystal Grid, the more we can help to heal more people and send those healing energies to make their journeys easier and lighter. All right, well, listen, I hope that helps, and thank you so much for everyone that's getting involved. Thank you. Bye.